Hey everybody, Off the Mic Sports Network here. Another edition of Off the Top Rope. So, listen, I'm critical of AEW and some of their booking strategies. Like some of the things I like there. There's some of the talent I like there, but I've thought that this company is creatively, kind of in a lull a little bit. It hasn't been the greatest product that it could be. There's been some improvements, but largely, it hasn't been great. So then I got to win to this story. And if you guys thought that AEW had hit rock bottom, oh boy, you better listen to this story. So apparently it was announced AEW Collision usually airs on TNT, but they announced on Monday that the episode of Collision is going to air on TBS instead of its usual home of TNT. And you would think, oh, wait a second, maybe this is NBA playoff coverage that they're moving it out for. No, get this. Get this. They are bumping this for Avengers Infinity War. What? You're bumping this for an Avengers movie? You're bumping AEW television, something that you're paying $175 million. Granted, you're moving it over to TBS, which is what airs your other product, but you're moving it for a movie that has been in theaters for what? I can't. Infinity War. I don't know. I can't remember which one that is. It doesn't. That's not the point here. Okay. The point is, you're bumping this for Infinity War. You're bumping this for the Avengers. I think the Avengers, granted, made a shit ton of money, but TNT doesn't need to fucking air that. Like on one end, I would understand if it was basketball, even though they're about to lose basketball, but it's not. It's not hockey. They're bumping it for freaking Avengers, for a superhero movie. Oh my God. Oh my God, man. And the other part of this that's just so bad, they have had to cancel episodes of Collision. They've had to move premium pay-per-view, premium live events, whatever, of Ring of Honor, which is associated with Tony Khan. Because they're running away from shit. And this is why nobody cares. Nobody cares. So now you're moving it over to TBS. And it's just like, I saw this story. I thought it was a joke. And if you're Warner Brothers Discovery, David Zaslav, do you just have money to burn? You just pay them $175 million for 3 years, and you're bumping them and moving them over off the designated network that you paid them to be on for, granted, a great blockbuster movie, but still, this is original content that you are paying for. If that doesn't tell you the state of this product, I don't know what that needs to be illustrated to you. Because, first of all, nobody watches Collision. That's the first problem. Secondly, it's just, you don't see SmackDown get moved off of USA for Star Wars, okay? You don't see that, okay? Granted, Star Wars being there. You only see, like, when you remember the days, and some people will say, well, Mike, didn't SmackDown get moved out to Fox to FS1? Yes, because the World Series was on, you idiots. It was the World Series. Like, I don't get it, man. I do not get this at all. From so many different layers. From the AEW side, it looks terrible because it shows that your product is not the immediate priority and they're paying you a shit ton of money. And also, what in the fuck is Warner Brothers Discovery doing? They have literally let everything go with this company, and it's like almost like Tony Khan is just robbing them. Like this was just like, on some level, I have to laugh because it's just hysterical to me how much of a mess this place has been for the last 2-3 years. It's not a real business. Nobody really cares about anybody but their own image. Case in point, Mercedes Moné. Case in point, Cope. Case in point, John Moxley. All these people are out for their own image. So that's the first problem. And then the second problem is, like, you're on a Saturday night, you're getting bumped for a movie that, granted, like, almost the entire world has probably seen 1,000,000 times, and some people have the DVD, or they could stream it. You're putting that on in place of AEW Collision? There's just so many things wrong with this situation. So many things wrong. Like, seriously, I thought it was a joke. I thought this was a joke that this actually happened, because you would never see this with any other show that's getting paid as much money as AEW is to air Collision on Saturday nights. And then on top of it, they're canceling shows in Wichita. They're doing these 4-hour blocks on Wednesday night when nobody's going to want to watch from 8 to midnight on the East Coast. Like that's insanity. That's insanity. So again, to me, this is rock bottom for AEW. Rock bottom. I can't believe I'm using that analogy basically because, hey, the guy who's on the board of directors for TKO that I've been very critical of in the last couple of weeks, I just had to slide that in there. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.